Hi everyone, and welcome to our show, Discovering Laguna Woods Village. I'm Cindy Whitney, and in this episode, we're going to be discovering some of the aspects of the game of golf, particularly as it relates to golf here at the village. For example, if you are new to the village and never played golf, or perhaps you're a lapsed golfer and you'd like to get back into the game, you're encouraged to take a lesson from one of the pros here on staff in the pro shop. And to prove the point, I'm going to be getting a lesson today in putting, just to show you how easy it is to get started. We're also going to have a conversation with Bill Blaine, who is the current president of the Men's Golf Club here at Laguna Woods Village, and he's going to be talking about the recently held annual Memorial Golf Tournament and the importance of the tournament to our community. Well, it promises to be a beautiful day here on the village greens, so we hope that you come out and play a game of golf today. And I'm going to get started on my putting practice because the last time I did this, it involved a tiny ramp and a windmill. So I think the golf pro is going to have his work cut out for himself. Stay tuned. And now we're speaking with Joel Walker, who is the head professional golfer here at the Laguna Woods Golf Club. Joel, can you tell us how you became a golf pro?
Sure. I fell in love with the game and the business at a pretty young age. I started working at in a golf shop back in a little golf course in Michigan when I was 14 in the pro shop, and had good influences there. The guy that I was working for, really looked up to him and just felt like, yeah, this is something I'd like to be involved with, as a career. So I wasn't going to be hitting home runs in the major leagues, even though I thought I probably was at that time. So, being in the golf business is good.
So you caught the bug real early then, right?
Real early, yeah. I caught the bug early, like 10 years old with my grandmother. And I was pretty much attached to her hip, all the time. So she started playing golf, and I was just wanting to do that as well with her. So that, those are my most memorable experiences, playing with my grandma.
Really? And was she a good golfer?
She was not. She could get the ball maybe about that high off the ground, but she putted really well. Oh. And like in golf, there's always something that brought her back. And then as I got a little more proficient in my game and learning, I shared things with her, and she got better. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
She'd play 2-3 times a week, and she also took care of my grandfather, who had MS, like severely. And she was with him, constantly taking care of him, but found time to get out and play some golf, and that's what really got me hooked, just being with her.
What a wonderful influence.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Joel, since you mentioned that, playing golf with your grandmother, are there opportunities here for folks to play with their grandchildren if they want to?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We like the kids to be at least 11 years old, and they can go out on our par 3 golf course. It's a leisure course, or here. And as long as they have some proficiencies and are of age, for sure they can come out and play. If they're under 11, it's still okay. We like to have a note from maybe their local golf pro or coach that they have experience on the course, and they can go out and beat their grandparents, which is usually what happens.
So maybe there's a future golf pro there, as someone's grandchild comes and learns the game, they could have a future in golf themselves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I've had quite a few grandparents bring their kids out for their grandkids out for golf lessons, and the kids have been quite good, actually.
Oh, that's
and now
amazing.
I think there's a few that are competing locally here in our junior PGA tournaments weekly, and who've gotten really quite good. Yeah.
Fantastic. The game of golf, it really checks a lot of boxes as far as health, doesn't it? I mean, there's a lot of walking, and there's socializing, and what are some of the benefits that you see?
Well, I think a lot of the benefits is just being outside. Being outside, and like you said, there's a lot of walking involved, a lot of swinging, a lot of moving your body, and mentally as well. I think the mental aspects of playing the game, does the body rule the mind, does the mind rule the body? So you've got that kind of correlation going on with every swing, every thought, every movement down the golf course, setting up to hit a shot,
Yes.
Am I anxious, am I not anxious? Can I stay steady? Can I focus on impacting the ball and finding it in the air after I've hit it? A nice solid shot onto the green. And those are the kind of things that bring people back, even when it's not such a great day. Right? You've come out, you've maybe committed 2 to 4.5 hours of playing golf, and maybe 3/4 of it might have been not the way you wanted it to go, but there's always that little bit that will, you know, bring you back, if not, you know, the same day, the next day, or, you know, the next opportunity you have to come out and play.
It really is a metaphor for life, isn't it?
It really is, you know. You know, honesty, or does your friend let you have that 6-inch putt, you know, as a gimme? Any good friend would.
Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
all right. Oh, that's great to know.
Yeah.
So you know, do you instruct people on the sort of the mindset that you need to, as well as the technical aspects of the game? You help them understand how to focus and stay directed, and no distractions and that
You know,
sort of thing?
my style of teaching isn't where, you know, we're trying to reinvent the swing every time. Most people that have come out have played, and they have some idea, and they've had success on how to hit the ball and how to have a good time. So we like to just tweak little things, hopefully, and after that, it's mental. You know, after you get to a certain point of hitting the ball consistently or more consistent, it turns out to be a mental approach. You know, getting over the anxiety of, you know, the curiosity. Where did it go? You know, right at that magic moment. Ben Hogan had a great explanation of impacting the ball. You know, that sweet feeling was a magic moment. And it really is a magic moment. I mean, there's books written this big about trying to get to that, you know, perfect, beautiful position, right? Hitting the ball straight and far. But it's a magic moment. And then from there, that's where it turns into kind of a mental capacity, you know.
Your colleague Doug mentioned a little while ago that golf is a game for life. So it's a perfect game for people who are here in an over 55 community, because you can play golf forever, can't you?
You can play golf forever, and you know, I've had quite a few people that have come, they've searched me out, and I've taught them how to play right from scratch. You know, I call it right out of Grandma's cookbook, you know. And now they're playing, if not our par 3 course, they're playing here regularly. They're hooked, they're buying equipment, they're, you know, being in good fashion.
Yes.
You know, golf is a very fashionable game, it can be. So you just get involved in all those elements, especially the playing part and practicing. You know, if you're going to be a good golfer or somewhat proficient at it, you have to practice. Absolutely the number one, practice. There can be a lot of kind of funky styles and unorthodox ways of going about hitting the golf ball and putting the golf ball. But if you practice it enough, you can get pretty proficient at it. And that's what's key. You know, and that's another thing we talked about being, you know, the health aspects of golf. Just coming out to the driving range or coming out to the putting green and practicing. Really just, you know, it stimulates you.
And you have all of those things available here. And you also have a great pro shop too, which we're going to show some footage of the pro shop.
Yeah, excellent pro shop. We're pretty proud of all of our products in there. You know, we don't keep the prices too high, too sky high. And that has been very successful for us, especially when they built the new building. The pro shop's beautiful.
Yes, the whole building is beautiful. And you have quality equipment, you have great teaching and training, great resources. So, I mean, why wouldn't someone come out and just give it a try?
Give it a try. You know, and the number one aspect of giving it a try is having fun. So if we're not having fun, then number one, I'm not doing my job, and we're certainly not getting all the benefits out of the game if we're not having fun.
And people can come to you again and again and say, hey, I'm having trouble. Joel, can you help me with my putt or my swing or my drive, or, you know. Some
people like to just get specific. I want to work on one thing, or they just want maybe a general swing check. You know, golf is like a forest, right? You've got the forest, right, which is kind of the macro elements and the fundamentals that really pretty much are your keystone of learning and practicing. Then you peel that back a little bit and you start looking at the forest and the bark on the tree. So a lot of people just want to, they want to get a little more specific in the different areas of the game. So we give you any elements are definitely.
That's a great analogy. I can picture that totally when you're learning the game. Well, speaking of learning the game, we're going to have a lesson here today, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to work with our pro shop coordinator, the world famous Doug Stodgel. He is the pride of Anaheim and Lakewood, I believe. And Doug is also, he's in the LA State Hall of Fame baseball player. 13 years in the minor leagues. I think he had a cup of coffee up in the big leagues a little bit. So Doug's a good athlete, and Doug is a guy that practices a lot.
Oh, good.
He does practice and he likes to play. Yeah, and he's world class at definitely those aspects, practice and playing, and generally good guy. So we're just going to go over a few fundamentals and he'll demonstrate for us.
And I understand he's a good teacher, and I think that we were talking before that sometimes some people can do something well, but they don't necessarily know how to instruct in that thing. But Doug is able to do both. He's
Doug can
able
do
to
both.
play
Yep. He
and
definitely has
instruct,
he's got a good idea of the game and the elements of the swing for sure.
Wonderful. Well, let's go over and see what Doug has.
See if he can
in
roll
store.
a couple in.
Let's see if he can.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll go through a
great,
couple of
let's go.
tips. You bet.
And now we're here with Doug, who is an avid golfer, and he is the Pro Shop coordinator, and he's going to give us a lesson on how to putt.
Doug, show us how it's done. Doug's going to get his putter very square to his line, right, where he wants that putt to roll. Either it's breaking or it's straight, you want to make sure that the putter is very square to where you want that ball to roll, lined up. His weight is balanced 50-50 on his legs, and you notice how his lower body stays very quiet, right? Very quiet lower body. He's just rocking his shoulders, keeping the putter in his arms and his shoulders as one unit, back and through. And also you notice he didn't take the putter back very far, right? You don't need to have this really elongated backstroke, all right?
The putt is all about control then, right?
All about control, some controlled acceleration through the putt. We want to resist trying to slow the putter down. There, he made that one. Another good point is holding your follow through, right? As you stroke that putt, hold the follow through on the line. Most important part of putting is the putter head being very square to your line, very even to the line, right? We don't want it moving around.
Right.
And holding that follow through really promotes that.
Because that's going to direct where the ball goes, right?
Yeah, he makes a lot of putts, believe it or not.
Excellent, excellent.
The Towers at Laguna Woods Village offers hotel-style living for active, independent seniors. The Towers features 5 spacious floor plans each with panoramic views and offers the carefree life you've dreamed about for your retirement years. Membership also gives you access to the complete recreational and social facilities found in Laguna Woods Village. It's elevated living in a hotel-style environment. Visit us at Towers at lagunawoodsvillage.com.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
So now we're speaking with Chris Cowan, who is a pro golfer here at the Laguna Woods Golf Club. And Chris, I have to ask you, how did you get started as a pro golfer?
I hit my first golf balls at Ben Brown's golf course. My father was a club champion at Annandale, and he took me out to hit some golf balls, and I just fell in love with it. I actually was in Switzerland as a ski instructor, and I hit balls there. When I came back, I belonged to El Niguel Country Club and was the club champion there for 9 years.
My goodness, you really love the game, don't you?
Yes, yes.
My goodness. And how long have you been here at Laguna Woods?
7.5 years.
7.5 years. And I think you have kind of a specialty where you take out groups and people who are newcomers to golf and help you introduce them to the sport.
Yes, I teach advanced players and also brand new beginners that have never held a golf club. I try to keep it really, really simple. I talk about G stands for grip, A stands for aim, step, step, and then pose for the photo. The kids taught me that. So I keep it very, very simple so they can remember it. A lot of times I'm dealing with brand new golfers that have physical injuries, so I have to come up with a swing that will work for them.
So, and that's important because some people may have come here and they've played golf all of their lives, and now they have to modify their play, don't they? And,
Yes.
and you help them with that.
Yes. I like to hold their hand till we make the changes. I try not to fix things that aren't broken and to improve distance and direction. Keep
Wonderful.
it simple.
So they can keep playing.
Yes, no matter what.
So I'm new, and I have to tell you that the only kind of golf I've ever played involved windmills and, you know, miniature golf.
Miniature golf.
So if I'm coming here and I'm going to, you know, contact you and I'm going to start, what would I need to do?
Well, I do a series, 5 lessons, and my experience of 32 years being a golf professional and teaching also, I realized that we need to move around in the game. So we don't just hit one club. I teach the putting, chipping, irons, woods, and bunker. I do rules, etiquette, where to stand, how to hold the club, how to attend the flag, and some rules and etiquette. And I help them to be comfortable out on the golf course because it can be intimidating.
Exactly, because a lot of times we'll see golfers going around in their carts and so forth, and they all look like they know what they're doing. They all look like they're professional players, and it's kind of intimidating to a newcomer just coming here and saying, well, how would I get to that level?
Well, I explain to them that, needless to say, speed of play, marking and repairing the golf ball on the green, repairing the ball mark on the green, tending the flag, not walking in lines, and they can pick up the ball anytime they want, enjoy, they don't have to count their score.
And you said that you start the lesson sometimes on a closed course so that people aren't out on the main course while they're learning, is that?
Well, first I take them through the series, so they might have, I do a series of 5 lessons, and we do an hour every week. And sometimes they'll take 10 to 15 lessons, and that's $100 for a series of 5. And then when they feel ready, then I'll help them to come out and learn about checking in with the pro shop, the starter window, how to drive the golf cart, which is surprising. We really need to learn how to drive the golf cart, how to put their bag on the cart, what clothes to wear, and then as we get out on the golf course, the rules, where to, what club to use, and then we'll go over the different yardage markers, the selection of the club that they're going to use, and they all are just thrilled. They're thrilled with the playing lesson. It's a playing lesson.
That's amazing. And also, suppose somebody has been playing golf and they're in a slump or something, and they can come to you and say, you know what, I need help with my driver or some aspect of the game. Can you help somebody with a specific type of, you know, something that they're not doing well at the moment?
Absolutely. I teach the club champion and the runner-up.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, both in the men and the women. And a lot of times they will come to me, the golfers will come to me and say, I need to improve my chipping. And so we'll go over to the driving range and the chipping area over there and work on their chipping. And I feel like I specialize in working on things that we can improve without changing the good things about their swing.
So Chris, thank you so much for taking the time to come out onto the course with us today. It's very exciting to know about all that you offer a new player or people who are coming out in a group so that they can improve their game, and we appreciate knowing about all the things that you do here. So thank you so much for taking your time this morning, and it was a real pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Come on out to the golf course.
Introducing the all-new Suburban Cadillac Buick GMC of Costa Mesa, where you'll find more than just your friendly neighborhood dealership. With over 50 stores nationwide, we are the only Suburban location in California, and we're here for you. Whether you're looking to buy or lease a new vehicle, or would simply like to service your existing Cadillac, Buick, or GMC, we are here for all of your automotive needs. Visit us in person, only 15 minutes from Laguna Woods Village, or online.
And we're speaking now with Bill Blaine, who is the president of the Laguna Woods Men's Golf Club. Now, Bill, how exciting this is today.
This is a great day,
beautiful day,
too.
And we're here. This is the 9th annual Memorial Golf Tournament, and I know that you have many tournaments that you hold here at Laguna Woods, but this one is of particular significance, isn't it?
It sure is.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's our biggest tournament of the year, and it's when the golfers here in the community have an opportunity to give back to the community by supporting the Laguna Woods Foundation, who's the beneficiary of the tournament.
And the foundation, I understand that this is in place for members of our own community who may find themselves in need of assistance from time to time.
Yeah, it is. It's our only hometown charity. It's to help people, short-time help if they get in trouble with their electric bills or groceries or things like this. They also support Meals on Wheels. And the golfers really want to help those people, so we're happy to be able to do that.
Now, I know that you have a benchmark every year, and I'm understanding that you've exceeded your last year's benchmark for contributions and donations to that foundation already this year, haven't you?
We have, and we won't know until the night, till late into the evening what the actual count will be, but I think we may double.
Double? What do you attribute that to?
Well, one of the things is the help this year of the Village Management Services. They've become involved where the village is now helping this tournament to raise money. So Brad Hudson, Lori Moss have been terrific to us, gave us access to some sponsorships that we normally wouldn't have had access to, and it's made a big difference. And we're very happy about that.
And I was watching some of the folks that signing up this morning, and I noticed that you've got, it's kind of like a family atmosphere. You've got couples signing up, and people are bringing their kids to watch and watch the play and so forth. And we have a putting contest happening right behind us here.
Absolutely right. Yeah. Well, there's couples, men and women, girlfriends, whatever, and everybody was welcome in the community to play in this tournament. And we're proud to say the tournament is full, actually more than full. So. For this year, so there's not room for any more than what we have.
Which is about what, over 200?
Yeah, there's 254 foursomes, 216 players. There's two groups on every hole. We have 27 holes here.
27 holes.
Right,
wow, boy, it's going to be a long day. And they have a nice dinner waiting for them at the end of the day too,
They
don't
have drinks and dinner and music. There'll be dancing later tonight. Exactly.
A full day. Wow.
Doug Houston is playing. He's a very popular entertainer here in the community.
And entertainment, boy, it's well worth coming out for. Now, my show is about inviting people into the different activities here.
Sure.
So I have to ask you, we don't really have to sell the golf activity here at Laguna Woods. It's pretty popular already. But if I just moved here and I've been interested in playing golf at some point in my life, how would I get started? How would I come over?
Well, just come to the Village Greens building here and go to the Pro Shop, which is on the ground level behind back of the building. And there's 3 teaching pros. And you can start golf at any age, whether you're young or old. I mean, it's a wonderful thing if you get your kids involved because they can play it their entire life. But if you've worked all your life and never played golf, they're welcome. They'll teach you. We have male and female coaches.
And you'll be well on your way.
And you'll be well on your way
to your own professional.
well, no, you'll be well on your way to enjoying the game, and it's everyone can enjoy the game. That's why there's handicaps. The best players can play the worst players and have a good time.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's great.
And it teaches a lot of great life lessons too for younger people.
I hear that a lot.
Exactly.
I may get started myself, so thanks for the invitation. Well, Bill, I know you're a very, very busy man today, so I appreciate so much that you have shared a few minutes of your time with us this morning, and you're going to have a great tournament today, and a lot of people are going to benefit because of this activity, so I congratulate you and thank you for your great work.
Cindy, thank you for getting the word out, helping us get the word out. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us today as we looked at ways that you could either get started or improve your golf skills so you could get out and enjoy the game. Our many thanks to Joel, Doug, Chris, and to Bill Blaine for their help and for their dedication to the game of golf. Please watch us on Channel 6 and like us on YouTube and join us every time on Discovering Laguna Woods Village. In addition to the walking aspect of golf, the physical health benefits include having greater exposure to vitamin D from the sun's rays since you're outside for a few hours. This vitamin is pivotal in bone and heart health and reduced risk of type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, and many cancers. It is also known that golf burns calories, is good for your brain, improves vision, allows for better sleep, and is considered a low-risk injury sport. Experts agree that the peacefulness of being in nature can reduce stress and help alleviate anxiety. Golf is also a social sport, so older adults who have golf teams or play with friends and family can interact, meet new people, and connect in a community.